A homeless man living in Vancouver's Downtown Eastside received a $100 fine for having his cart on the sidewalk. Advocates and one city councillor say it's a trend they're hearing more about. CTV's Isabella Zavarisi has more on the man's story and why police are defending the action.
Jason Rondeau is able to stand now, but a few weeks ago he couldn't get up. Rondeau suffers from a skin condition called cellulitis.
And there's an extreme amount of pain for about 2 days.
That day, he says it prevented him from tidying up around the makeshift structure he lives in near Hastings and Columbia. An elderly man in a wheelchair was trying to access the sidewalk where Rondeau lives, but couldn't get by. The senior eventually called the police on Rondeau for blocking the sidewalk.
We weren't forcing him onto the street or anything like that because there's a lot of space there. I mean, a lot of space that they can move around in, right? So there's no way we were actually impeding their progress.
The Vancouver Police Department says it educated Rondeau about the city bylaws and gave him plenty of time to tidy up. Bylaw officers eventually handed him a $100 ticket for his cart being in the way. The move is drawing criticism from advocates.
Jason's still on a housing wait list, and now he's on a housing wait list with a $100 fine for sleeping on the street while he waits for housing. Like, no progress has been made, just somebody's been punished.
I have been hearing from community members more stories of fines for bylaw infractions as a response to being on the sidewalk, and fines are an incredibly ineffective approach to poverty. It's the absolute wrong direction.
Boyle says council's approach has been to stay away from financial penalties like this, but says she's asked city staff for clarity around the recent ticketing. Back in April, the city and police cleared dozens of tents and debris in the neighborhood based on warnings from officials about fire risks. Rondeau says he's not going to pay the fine.
Put themselves in my place. Like, literally, actually live in my shoes for a month and then come down here and try to enforce those laws. I don't think they would.
Isabella Zavarisi, CTV News, Vancouver.